Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I hope you guys have your coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have some very interesting, or let's say big news that imply that the next surge of Bitcoin, the next pump of Bitcoin is right around the corner. If you're watching this video after the live stream, so as a video, then please check out the description to find the timestamps if they are already there. If not, be patient, please. And we are going to start right after the intro. Well. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. We have some people here already. Quick housekeeping. This is not financial advice. Everything I say here is for entertainment purpose only. You do your own research before you ape full degen into Bitcoin, altcoins, Ecomi or Veve. Please also smash the like button. Thanks to everyone who is already subscribed, and especially thanks to everyone who is on that background behind me, supporting me all the time by being a channel member. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's jump right in. What is good today in the crypto space? So I'm gonna share my screen and we look at it together. There we go. So Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy buys 347 million in Bitcoin following the recent upswing. So this is a headline only one. I think it explains enough. MicroStrategy is now sitting at a extremely big bag of Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin was ever to pump to, let's say, 1 million, they would be sitting on, I think they would be coming up to $1 trillion or even more for MicroStrategy. But we see here him and the other institutions that are trying to offer a Bitcoin spot ETF, every one of them is bullish, and I think every one of them is seeing that the turnaround has already happened, and they probably decide also based on facts and not only on a hunch if the bottom is in or not. And it seems that even MicroStrategy is allocating more money, even though they are sitting on so much Bitcoin already. Now, this is important, and we are looking at it in the chart as well. This is the Bitcoin dominance is the important thing here. So Bitcoin had dropped below 30K quickly. I think it's up again. We will see in a second. But the Bitcoin dominance reached a 26-month high since April 2021, and that's exactly what is happening in this cycle, in this part of the cycle, that the Bitcoin dominance is going up and starts rallying basically, so that it will basically rally from here, probably most of the time with slight dips until the Bitcoin all-time high, and then drop like a rock, leading to altcoin season. So that is interesting to see, and we will include Bitcoin dominance in the charts as well. Philippe B is here. Good morning to you. Is Bitcoin your biggest bag? Yes, it is. Actually, it is. Right now, it wasn't during the when the markets with altcoins were still high, but during the downswing, I've just DCA'd into Bitcoin and almost left all of the other coins aside. And now that it's at 50% of my portfolio, I will start DCAing into altcoins again. So that I try to maintain that 50% balance in the portfolio, because imagine it's very sure. I'm very sure that Bitcoin will double. But if every altcoin in my project dies and Bitcoin doubles, I've not lost anything, right? So that is just a little bit of a safety strategy, but I think it can make sense depending on your personal risk the risk preference. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance on 26-month high. So it really is like the confirmation sign that this is not a relief rally, which some bears are still trying to explain. Now, let's look at this, because we are always talking about the cup and handle formation, but this trader tardigrade is trying to make the point here that on the 3-day chart, Bitcoin has already broken out of a cup and handle pattern. So here the breakout, cup and handle breakout. So yeah, it is overall a bullish sign also on the other time frames. And let's look at this one. You have seen it on the thumbnail. It's the Gaussian channel, and the Gaussian channel is also basically indicating when a bear market is over and a bull rally is about to start. So for example, here in the last bull run, you see in the Gaussian channel that once we came close to the bottom, we dropped to the lower bands, and once the middle line has been crossed again, the bear market was basically over, confirmed over. And once, I think what's necessary now is the sideways phase that we are in right now, and we might then see us breaking out of the upper band of the Gaussian, which will lead to this massive rally upside. We also had it here twice actually, but this was basically like a fake out. But we dropped into the lower part, and then the bear market was over when we came up. And then we tried to get, or we were already out of the Gaussian bands, dropped back in, and then had our bull run. But I think this time we have right now this exact phase where we would shoot up outside of the middle band, and that's what you see here a bit. And yeah, and also yeah, Knut Betzold is here, GM from Heidelberg. Greetings to you. I hope you have such nice days as we have here in Munich, and yeah, looking forward to have the stream here with you all. We are already with 10 people here, so please guys, make sure to smash the like as much and as hard as you, not as much, but as hard as you can, because you can only slap it one time, but give it a slap, and then I will be happy and we will have more people in here. So thank you for that. But that's basically it. Now let's see what also expects us, and that is a little bit, yeah, let's say so Fed Chair Powell is speaking a lot, and he's actually not looking so, he's looking tired. But Powell says more restriction is coming, including possibility of hikes at consecutive meetings. So whenever Fed Chair Powell is speaking, we have a little bit more volatility in the market. So he has been speaking yesterday, has been saying these things yesterday, and yesterday we were a little bit red, but nothing too big. So Chairman Jerome Powell talked on inflation Wednesday, saying at a forum that he expects multiple interest rates increases ahead. We believe there's more restriction coming. During a monetary policy session in Sintra in Portugal, what's really driving it is a very strong labor market. So still the labor market, the reason that is actually a euphemism for there has not been enough layoffs, not enough people lost their jobs. So that is when they have to continue increasing the rates to break a little bit the flawed part of the economy, to release more people and then restructure, right? That's what they try to achieve, bring inflation down in the process. They couldn't continue with the hiking because they were breaking the banks already, the many banks that have not been managing correctly. So he's also saying, I wouldn't take you now, moving at consecutive meetings off the table. So back-to-back rate hikes. I think it will be some rate hikes here and there with 0.25. But the big question is now, more than ever inflation numbers, how they look, because then we will also be seeing, depending on that, whether the rate hike is coming directly or not. So next meeting is going to be very interesting, but maybe continuing with rate pauses until they go again. Let's look at the crypto market. The crypto market didn't like it and is red. So here we see the top 100 in the last hour. This is crazy, and actually I can explain why this is happening. So if you look at the week, you see FTX big and Bitcoin Cash big. So there are two reasons for that. FTX, because they are going to revive the FTX exchange, and without Sam Bankman-Fried, but they are going to revive it. So people are betting on that the FTT token is going to go up again, and therefore now FTT is pumping from where it has been collapsed to. I'm not so sure if this is going to happen, but they are really trying to do it. And Bitcoin Cash is pumping. We have discussed it yesterday in the live stream, because the EDX exchange launched by Citadel and by I think Fidelity, and I don't know who else is Charles Schwab, they have listed this Bitcoin Cash. So that is why Bitcoin Cash and FTT are such big bubbles here on the crypto bubble chart. So that is the weekly view. We can also look at the monthly, and also here you see these two are the big ones. The rest of the altcoin market is red, and there is a good chance that it continues to be red during that Bitcoin rally. Overall, there have been some altcoins doing really, really well, mainly Casper and Injective Protocol. And then here behind me is also OKB and CFX. Let's look quickly at the zone where Ecomi is in, at the top 200. And then we are going to see how Ecomi is doing, if we can find it. I'll take my stuff out of the way. Philippe B is giving me a donation for the next good morning coffee and a box. It's the box present. Thank you so much. Thanks for every morning daily information news. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the donation here, and thank you all guys for being here and seeing this through with me. So that is. I don't know if that announcement thingy here is coming a little bit too late in, but there you have it. Thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate that. Yeah. That is throwing me out of context, but in a nice way. Energy is also here. Good morning, Energy. Yeah, thank you so much, Philippe B. When we look at these bubbles here, we should be finding in the top 200 a Ecomi, unless it has pumped and I didn't know it, and it's not in the top 200 anymore. I don't see it just yet. It's always hard to find it because they put such a... Oh, there it is. Ecomi is down 51.9% on the year. So let's see. So we are actually, Ecomi is up 1% on the month. So there you have it. This little, small, tiny green. So actually, if you look at the top 200, Ecomi is not so bad, right? In the last month. And the next donation here from All Chat Gaming, bringing the fire to the live stream, man. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. Giving me the morning donations here. Okay, I need a sip of coffee. Thank you, guys. And I really enjoy these streams with you guys. So, guys, everyone else, smash up the like button for that. back-to-back donations here. Like, Fed is going to do the back-to-back rate hikes, but we have the back-to-back donations here on the channel. Thank you so much, All Chat Gaming and Philippe. All Chat Gaming is like, he is smashing the icons. It's coffee icons and fire icons. Yeah. Energy says, have to buy me something for my birthday today, but first a coffee. Congratulations, Energy. Happy birthday. And what are you buying for your birthday? A Veve collectible? I heard you're still lacking some, because I saw someone yesterday who is at 300 sets. So you will not accept that you are so far behind, right? So your birthday present for sure is going to be something on Veve, right? But anyways, yeah, so last hour Ecomi up 0.5%, and yeah, some of the coins in the top 200 are a little bit pumping. Ecomi overall up, what is that here? Yeah, not even 1% overall. It's just not really moving. But let's look at the charts, and today I have a new chart for you. But first, before we get into this new chart, we go with our refresh trading views. I don't know if that's only the browser that I'm using here, or if that is everyone, but we see now in our Bitcoin chart that we are still in this, yeah, it's more like a little, yeah, broadening wedge, right? Widening, broadening wedge, or so to say. So somewhere like this. Fed Chair Powell, by the way, is speaking again today in Sintra, I think. So but I think there's just nothing new coming out. So the market is a little bit. Do you see this red candle here when Fed Chair Powell said there were new rate hikes expected? So overall, if we look at and I could go into the. Okay, we will do it for once, but I usually refuse to go into the. Okay, it's actually not so megaphony here, but a little bit. I refuse to go into that, into these charts. We could also draw this like this. I think that makes more sense, right? Into these charts in the 4 hourly, because I think usually there's no sense in that, because what will we read out of this, right? So I think there is on the daily, on the weekly, you get just a little bit more information, right, on these. But this looks like a nice little bull flag though, and so we might be getting our break. But as I said, it could take a couple of days to 1 or 2 weeks until we finally break out here above this line, and then the craze market is on. But for now, as it seems, also the stochastic RSI and the RSI is implying that maybe there is a little bit more of a corrective move within such a flag coming. And I mean, if you look at this previous flag, this one here, that was a month that we waited for this breakout. So we need to be patient here, but it's happening, and Bitcoin dominance is rising. Let's quickly look at the DXY, and that is actually what is also a direct reaction, and that explains everything with Fed Chair Powell. You see our hopes of a quick collapse got a little bit smashed here by Fed Chair Powell talking, because when he said there will be more rate hikes, that means that he is intending, or the Fed is intending, to strengthen the dollar. So people are moving into the dollar because they know the dollar is going to be strengthened further by the Fed. And if the dollar is moving up, then usually we have an inverse correlation in Bitcoin and in other risk-on assets. So as you see, dollar's moving up and Bitcoin has been moving red down. So here's your direct correlation again. And now the big question is, he's speaking once again today. He's speaking once again today, so maybe a little bit more green. Important thing is that we don't start an uptrend from here again, right? The important thing is that we come down again. Yeah, and for that we need inflation rates to come out good. For that we need the Fed to pause. For that we need to have other factors that like money printing or the next bank whatever. But yeah, I'm sure, because overall macro, this is a downtrend, or as we have marked in here with the red part. So hopefully there's nothing with this double bottom, and this line that I drew in here, hopefully we're just completing some mountain range and just drop off the cliff. Now let's look at the new one here, and that is Bitcoin dominance. And as you can see, ever since the bottom of, or here is the Bitcoin dominance has bottomed in September, but we have started an uptrend, a real uptrend, almost exactly. If you see it, 22nd of November, this was our Bitcoin bottom, yeah. So from here we have just started with the Bitcoin dominance. So this chart is showing how Bitcoin is dominating the rest of the crypto market. So that is what we're seeing right now, and as you can see, Bitcoin dominance is in the cycle at an all-time high at 52%. So yeah, and if you want to see how what needs to happen that altcoin season starts, is this year. So Bitcoin dominance has to top out, and then a waterfall-like collapse like this. That is altcoin season. That is when Ecomi and all the altcoins will rally hard. But in between, there are always some smaller corrections where you have little altcoin pump seasons, or longer term trickling out corrections where you have altcoins going up. But this year, if you look at it, this year is basically somewhere around our Bitcoin top. So what we can see is that from the last bear market until the first top and the second top, Bitcoin has been in dominance in an uptrend, leading up to a 73% dominance. So before altcoins can rally, we need an uptrend, or we need Bitcoin dominance to go up first. And then when it collapses, it's not that the Bitcoin dominance is going up and as a consequence these things happen. It's just a chart in which it's expressed what is happening. And right now it's happening that the capital is mostly flowing into Bitcoin. So if we look at this in the broader picture, so here if we look at these two dates, somewhere here, so 10th of November 21, and the other top was April and November 21, right? Until then, it should have rallied. So let's look at this. Where are we? So that is 19. Yeah. So January 21, and then March, April. So here is the Bitcoin top is here just before it fell out of off of a cliff, right? That's the Bitcoin top, and now we just need to see how and when this dominance is going to correct from time to time, but we will see it increasing, in my opinion. So let's see what's going on in the chat here, and guys, don't forget to smash up the like button if you have recently joined, so that we can get this out to more and more people. Should I have my 228th set or another secret rare comic? Interesting question. Depends on the chat, on the set energy. Jordan Reese is here. Yo, big PH. Jordan Reese hosting once per week around the Ecomiverse. It is recommended to check this channel out and maybe subscribe to Jordan. He is an Ecomi whale. Philippe says would buy another secret rare comic. Energy says, hey Jordan, how many OMI do you have? 200 million he has. He is the absolute Ecomi degen. There is still the wish list for the wait list drop for comics in Veve. It was on the latest Veve update. So the feature is live, is it? Okay. They have to enable it on the drop though. But why didn't if it? I think, is it live? Because they said they didn't test it yet, so they have to test it. But I don't understand why they don't test it with some more scarce comic, or I don't know what. I think they had said it's untested, so they didn't want to use it for the Hulk. But I'm really excited for that Hulk comic still. So yeah, but yeah, secret rare comic sounds good, but needs to be a good one if it's a birthday present. Now this one, I was excited to show this to you because we have said this yesterday, when this wasn't there. We said yesterday that I would be cautious in buying altcoins right now because of that that weird, like this long wicks thing here. So everyone who was here yesterday will remember that I said that how from the looks of these long wicks here and the back test, this could be a bearish retest for the overall altcoin market. And as we have seen, it's exactly playing out like we said. So we have apparently on the entire altcoin market a bearish retest, and that goes along with the Bitcoin dominance. So we need to be careful here because altcoins can really bleed. We say it since a long time. Altcoins can be bleeding a lot against Bitcoin here, and that could imply that we have more downside. And then also we have the OMI token here. Let's refresh because we need to see how it looks right now. Don't get confused by the purple lines. They are just something that I'm trying out here because it more or less looks like it fits into this wedge. And the big question is now if it's going to break out or not. And if that is even a structure that is worth looking at, we will see. But apparently, yesterday we got some shooting star here, or I don't know what, but we are still hovering at the same level. We are still failing to put in a higher high here. And if this was rally, or if this was really this wedge, if it's really valid, then we might see some red candle here or a breakout, right? But let's see how this move can look. Now, from what Veve says, we might actually see a breakout if they really bring a big announcement now that involves Ecomi. And then we will see a breakout. And then Jordan will laugh into my face that I didn't buy more OMI when he said I should. But anyways, we will see and observe this, and then we are good to go. So with that said, let's go to the Veve stuff, right? So this is what I meant. Yo, Omicron, what's going on? Welcome to the stream here. So here, this from Dr. Rolex. He says, just hit 300 sets. This is Sparta. And look at that. He has 300 full sets, over 10,000 collectibles. So Mr. Rolex is one of the wallets that we are frequently watching in the VVX tracker when we are looking at the tops. By the way, the VVX tracker has been refreshed, so that is good. We can look at very actual data. And then also we had discussed the speculation that we get this 3 here yesterday, and yesterday in the evening we got the drop announcement for that. So here at Veve we have this drop announcement here for the Pixar series. Maybe we look at the whole thing together quickly, how it looks. So we have this Platinum Woody, and actually yesterday I was furious because I only saw the post about the posters but not about the 3D collectibles, and I thought they had just put out posters, which would be crazy. But they are going to do this in a waitlist drop. I don't know if this is going to be blind box. Does it say that? I don't know. But so we have the Miguel here. Actually very detailed. If you see this is like Dia de los Muertos, right? So very, very detailed here, the platinum ones. But look at these editions. 5,000 of this dude. And then we have 3,000 platinum woodies. And then we have the secret rare 2,000 editions of Nemo. And yeah, there are a lot of editions, but maybe, yeah, it can maybe sell out. But I think 5,000 commons is too high. So this makes me really think about, should I go for this drop or not? Omicron is sitting on 30 million OMI. Holy crap. So I'm really a shrimp with my 2 million OMI. Yeah, but it happens. So that is going on. And then also there is this drop here, which is one of the interactive drops again. So Veve is really following up with this stuff. And as we can see here, open booth activated door to unveil a Disney 100 Platinum poster NFT drop in waitlist drop format. So again, with the posters, they are playing around with these interactive drops. So you get this door, and you can either open the door and get get the poster, or you can decide to, and you will lose the door, I think. Or you can decide to just stick with the door, and it's only a 30 gem drop. So yeah, and then you get the posters of the same figures, not too big of like some drawings here, but overall this is a total of only 2,000 editions, 30 gems. So I'm actually, now that I think about it, a little bit more on the side of maybe I should get this door, right? Philippe is saying, Jordan, I have a sea lander. It is a caravan and boat combination. So you can invite me on your yacht, then entry ticket would be a Veve logo. Hey, what do you mean? I never got a Veve logo. So I cannot enter the party. Yeah, and remember so don't fall into the water, because I heard in Australia everything in the water tries to kill you. Yeah, smash the like button, everyone. As Jordan says, and also don't forget to check out Jordan's channel and Around the Ecomiverse, the beta version of Around the Blockchain. So what's important here as well is there was something in the replies that many people might not have caught, and I will try to find it here again. So first of all, we have this update for anybody that had trouble loading the Red Hulk in AR. The issue should be fixed now. Let us know below if not. And people say it's working, but I had seen Veve commenting. I have shared it, so maybe I can find it here on my profile. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. So they put out this meme, the Star Wars meme. I'm buying more gems for the drop. You stayed under the budget this month, right? Right? Yeah, we all know that feeling. And then Captain Veve asks here, do we get this month a community update? And then Veve responds, why settle for just an update? So from what they say, from what they imply here, I figure that we are not only getting a Veve update, but we are also getting something else, some other announcements. So I don't know if this will have something to do with the Ecomi token or not, but apparently we are getting an update, and then maybe we should watch it together, right, here on the channel, or at least watch it and comment it, react to it. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never done a reaction to an update, Veve update. Only watch the live AMAs that are not happening anymore. So yeah, it seems that that they have something in store for us. So appreciate the shout out. Yeah, let's go. Let's look at the actually refreshed VVX tracker here, because there was something not right probably with the connection to the API, but now it is going on again. So why is the daily net accumulation not here anymore? I don't know. But we see a 30-day daily net accumulation up by 12%, 915 totaling. Here we see a day accumulation of 627. So I'm not quite sure if this number is really calculating right. Oh, from the previous 30 days. So that's fine. 915, a 12% increase from the 30 days. Although when I see just these numbers, this is more accumulation, right? But yeah. So let's look at this. So Dr. Profit actually has sold one and bought two collectibles. So he is active again. We have also now this wallet coming up very close to 10,000 collectibles. And I think from what I've seen before, this must be this. I think this must be Mr. Rolex then. But we have, look at this accumulation. We have 1, 5, 1 in the top 3, and then 100, 100, closer to 100, almost 200, -2, but still buying, just sold more, so rebalancing. 200, and then you see like there's positive. Oh, you cannot see that. Why don't you tell anything? Here we go. So here again, you see these numbers: 100, 100, almost 200, 200. So overall, a big accumulation. Except this wallet, right? We see this wallet is minting, it's buying, it's selling a lot, it's overall flipping, I think. But we observe this all the time, that this wallet has some negative nets. But somehow, at some days, it's also buying, because somehow it always stays around the zone, right? So yeah, also here down below, we have some people that are really stepping up their game. And what is necessary to be, oh, here also it's 162 collectibles, and what is necessary to be in the top 100? Let's see. So now it's necessary to have 2,538 collectibles to be in the top 100. So maybe one day, if I buy enough of very cheap comics, that could be possible for me. But that is what is going on in the in the Veve sphere. So you see people are also minting quite a bit. 25 collectibles minted. So so people are participating also in the top 100 in these drops. There are some inactive wallets here, but not too many. And yeah, the big players are still accumulating. But right now we can see that slowing down a little bit with cash out implemented, and that should be also a warning with for you guys, because you always have to keep in mind that when your floor prices are going up right now, cash out is disabled, so you could be buying at higher prices than you should be if you're not having a great deal. So Philippe says it would be really time for the final OUP article. Jordan says, yay, more than an update video, some features coming, hopefully OMI utility. I'd lose it, or Veveverse would be good too. Energy says, could push to be back in the top 100. I'm 110 or so, but I don't like to be monitored. Yeah, I mean, I think there are some massive wallets that are not in the top 100 just because they are owning only expensive stuff, but less than 2,500 in total. So there must be some really heavy wallets outside of the top 100. But yeah, need to roll out leaderboards. Man, there's so much potential for Veve if you think about it. Leaderboards are a potential. Gamification in general, also badges and all of this stuff, achievements that you could have, also achievements based on collectibles, but then again, that you have a leaderboard only based or only comparing how many achievements someone has, or which special achievements. I think they should give an achievement badge to the guy that burned Miles Morales, like burned the most expensive collectible or so. Or burned, I don't know, burned something scarce, so that he's the only one who has this badge right now. That would be really cool to see. Yeah, so that guy at least has something out of it then. Oh, by the way, I didn't see that this person here is also rebalanced. So some people are rebalancing portfolio. I also thought about this, to sell off some things to buy other stuff, because there are still some things that I really want, that are really on my wish list, like Journey into Mystery 83 Secret Rare, or what else? Some of these like more expensive secret rares, but then I always, there's always this feeling like selling something on a loss, right? So yeah, that is what is happening. Yeah, overall, we are still waiting. And by the way, guys, this is something else that I wanted to say. Because we had talked about before here on the stream about Bitcoin dominance rallying, right? When this Bitcoin dominance crashes, like here, and altcoin season starts, this will be a year from, not more than a year from now. That's also where probably extensive amount of money flows into Veve. So that is when Veve needs to be full and ready, and with the biggest announcements coming out, with Ecomi integrated and so on, so that both sides can pump like crazy. And that's where all of that accumulation and all of your efforts will pay off. But you need to give it time. Like you really need to give it time, because in these, you see it in the altcoin space. Like if altcoins are looking like this on the week, or let's say on the month, if altcoins are looking like this, except this is a bad example, but let's pick the top 100, right? Or even that is a bad example. But if altcoins look like these other altcoins that are longer around, that are not new in this sphere, like Sand 61% down, Ape 50% down, I don't know, Algorand 60% down, and so on. If altcoins look like this, you cannot expect your Veve NFTs to be up hundreds of percent. And also the big leaders, the NFT leaders, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, Mutant Ape, and so on, they are all down. The prices are in the gutter. So as long as here we do not have, and we can have altcoins, smaller altcoin seasons here, but as long as this doesn't happen, you cannot expect your Veve portfolio to rally. That is my opinion. And yeah, what would be the major update you want to see for Veve or OMI? The major update would be OMI to NFT, and it would be for both an update, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that is what I would like to see. So I think it would give utility to OMI. It would enable that you can, and I would want that they announce that OMI is going to be the sole currency of the Veve app, that you have to convert your crypto into OMI to then buy collectibles on the app with crypto. I would like them to do this. And I don't understand the whole but if they then spend the OMI, and I don't know, if you then buy something and someone else gets the OMI, they will sell the OMI in the market to get out the money. Yeah, so what? It doesn't matter, but it's then a currency, and it has utility, and it will attract big amounts of money. And then at the same time, I would like them to lower the cash out fees, so that people can put in more money without knowing that on the other side there is guaranteed minus 10%, right? So I think I want to have everything it's right now for me. I don't care about the Veveverse coming out in the next week or month or year. They should, when the Veveverse comes out, it needs to be good. But what I care about is that they make it as easy as possible that newborn crypto millionaires, that newborn complete degens can convert a part of their crypto when altcoins rally into Veve. So I want them to see on all sides to basically say, you can come into Veve and make money in Veve. That's not to say that in the sense, but show that by implementing these things. So lowering cash out fees, lowering fees to excite the people that are coming in with big money. Because if you know that you need to pay 8.5% for a collectible when you're selling it, and then another 10% for cash out, most people will say, okay, check mark, not for us, because if I convert 1 million, I'm already, because of the cash out fee, into if I just want to get that million out again to do something else, I have to pay $100,000 to get the other 900,000 out, and I'm at a 10% loss. And if I bought collectibles during that phase, I'm also minus 8.5% on every transfer. So that is where I would say, if I had a lot of money to put into the app, because I don't know, my Ethereum back just 10x or so, then I would say no, I'm not going to do that unless there is a change in these fees, right? So I think that needs to happen. Or that you say, yes, these fees stay in place for the US dollar, but you don't have these fees if you use the OMI token for it. So if you buy and then you sell in OMI, and then you use the OMI, transfer it to an exchange and sell. If that's the case, and if you don't have the 10% cash out fee on this way, I'm also fine. But there needs to be a way to do it without these high fees. Jordan says, I'd love to be able to buy bronze tickets with OMI in Veve. That would be a good start. They need to roll out MCP. Yeah, so MCP is also, the MCP is super important, that you can do something with the points, right? So that is really important. But yeah, we will see. I think it will, but there's enough time for us. There's enough time for all of these changes to really come in, to kick in. So I think that is overall, it is coming around, and we just need to be now smart with our money allocation within Veve and Ecomi. Yeah, and the other side is, if you consider just the possibility that they are bringing something for OMI, then it's probably smarter for me right now to buy a little bit more OMI instead of the platinum drop, and then go with a platinum poster drop or so, and purchase, I don't know, a couple of 100,000 OMI or so, just to in case they are announcing something. But I will see how I will do it. Obviously, would have been smarter to purchase a ton of OMI down here, but we still don't know how it can look, right? If we come back down, or if we are fizzling out here for an extensive amount of time and build a trough or something, we don't know. But there is a high chance that we go lower, just in case. If that update has nothing to do with Ecomi, then we could be heading lower. Also, we have a shooting star here. Yeah, but I should be in the future also take care that the stuff that I'm showing is a little bit bigger here, right? Yeah, it's not a super clean shooting star, but the last time that we had one here, for example, we came down until the bottom, so we don't know yet, but this is how OMI looks. Less fees by buying with OMI would be also good for good OMI utility. You're right. Where can I vote for this update? You just need to let Veve know on Twitter and on all channels, and sometimes they are even watching streams and what people say you could also clip it and post it and tag Veve on it. But I think they should be doing that. And Veve sometimes said, I mean, with a Hulk comic we saw, Veve listens, right? People were Jordan, cover your ears, yeah. Or he is just buying more Omi until he's right. That was the strategy of many of the known Ecomi perma bulls to just say, and don't be mad at me, Jordan, but I mean, you know it. Every one of you guys said, this is it. This is the last chance, right? And then they said, but that is the last chance to buy Omi right now. And then we had this, and then now the bottom is in, and so on. So now here you guys say the bottom, and actually I'm just saying this for the last thing, but it was already here and here and here and here. The bottom is in. The bottom is in. The bottom. So we don't know. We just don't know, right? But at one time I will be wrong and Jordan will be right, and I will be super happy for him when he's becoming a multimillionaire. Or probably you are a multimillionaire already, but if you count all your assets together. But I hope you will have hundreds of millions because of that in the future. That is what I genuinely hope for you, and I hope that it will be also very well for my smaller Ecomi bag that we have here. But I will buy more if it drops below 0005. Energy says 0004. Where I would go a little bit harder than only just a little DCA, so I might be just grabbing, I don't know, 100k or 200k, but where I would go a little bit harder and just purchase a couple of, like 1 or 2 million, would be when we come back to this, where this wick went, or if we even lose this. So if we go to the 0004, then I would be buying a little bit more, a little bit harder, because at some point, even if Omi doesn't get utility in an altcoin season, it will still pump. It always happens. It even happens to dead coins, right? G-Money says, that's what I'm doing. Buy now, and if it goes lower, buy more. Keep up the DCA. Too many catalysts that are way too close, which could catapult the token. Don't you think? I think so. Yeah, I'm actually thinking hard right now, because what they are teasing there looks like something is coming. Yeah. I can remember that Randy said that he knows so many people who would not let Omi go under double zeros. Everyone remembers that. That was way up here. That was when we collapsed through the that was here, I think, somewhere here, where Omi collapsed through this for the first time, and it's just whales won't allow it. And now whales are allowing it since March. Here it came back up, but since March they are allowing it to be way lower. I remember that he scoffed at the idea of triple zeros. Yeah, and I think there was this other guy, the other TA guy, who actually called that in I think in this Cavell stream, who actually called it before. I think it was God's Entry who said that it's going to triple zeros anyways, and then but also he called that it's going to quadruple zeros, I think, at one stream. But yeah, we will see. But I think I will go with a little bit more Omi here. Jordan Rees says, I've said this before, if one particular whale didn't dump 6 billion tokens because of the FTX collapse, it wouldn't be in triple zeros now. Yeah, but if that is the case, the FTX collapse is already long behind us. Why don't people buy back the 6 billion? So shouldn't there be, by now, shouldn't they be all accumulated right now? Shouldn't there be, shouldn't the price have come up already? So, and also to make that collapse like this, you need to dump it in the order books. But yeah, we know that there are some whales that are actually, it wants to stay in my wedge. Maybe if this structure is valid. Yeah, but anyways, guys, I'll let you know when I bought a little bit more OMI. Maybe on Twitter, maybe here on the next Crypto Morning Coffee, which is going to be tomorrow. And guys, do me the favor, smash up the like button, everyone who hasn't yet. I see you tomorrow in the next Crypto Morning Coffee stream. I'm also going to upload a VeChain video probably in the next days. And yeah, so wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. Much luck for the upcoming drops if you are participating. And I see you tomorrow at Crypto Morning Coffee.